I ruined a hookup because of a supplement. So I, 23F, am a single woman living in a largish city who doesn't really engage in hookups often at all. Recently, when my routine blood results came back, my doctor told me that I had low levels of iron and magnesium. My doctor, who is amazing, gave me advice in terms of diet, lifestyle, and supplements to get my iron and magnesium up to a normal level again. I took her advice and headed to my local pharmacy to purchase some supplements and headed home soon after. That night, I was scrolling on Tinder out of sheer boredom and swiped right on a guy, 28M, who was up for some short-term fun. We started talking and planned to meet up that night. It was going to be a one-time thing, and I wanted to make the most of it. Because I had just gotten these iron and magnesium supplements, I decided to take my first round right then, roughly around 7 p.m. Better to start sooner rather than later, right? I didn't really look at the bottles, since I trusted my doctor's recommendations and followed the directions. Around 8:30 p.m. rolls around and I make my way to this guy's house for a hookup. He was super cute, and we got along super well. When we were having some general conversation, I noticed my stomach was starting to make a lot of sounds. Like, unusual sounds. Now, I am also not someone who has digestive issues, so I noticed this right away. It started getting worse as time went on, but I ignored it, thinking it was just the supplements making their way through my body. The guy and I make our way to his bedroom and continue our small talk in there, obviously. He got up to use the bathroom and I took the opportunity to Google my supplements that I bought, as my stomach was getting so loud that it was making me uncomfortable. I bought a normal iron supplement, but my magnesium supplement was something called magnesium chelate. At the time, I didn't really care about it, since the bottle said magnesium and it was the brand that my doctor recommended. What I didn't know was that it was a natural laxative. It is usually used for colonoscopy prep and really bad constipation. I heard the guy finish up in the bathroom, and I put my phone away and started to panic. My stomach growling was getting worse, and now knowing that I unknowingly took a laxative made me nervous. We start having sex, and the laxative decides to try to kick in. I have this guy on top of me, going full ham, and my body is trying to poop. I am squeezing my butt cheeks so hard to try not to poop. It's all happening at once, and so many sensations are going on in my body that I simply don't know what to focus on. I don't want to shit myself, but I want to enjoy the sex and make this guy comfortable. I thought that continuing to squeeze my butt cheeks together would be the best way to go, because I wanted to continue the hookup, but then he turned me around and started going doggy style. My ass was exposed. I could no longer rely on clenching my cheeks to stop this from happening. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I don't want to shit on him or around him. I somehow mustered up the strength to do doggy for a full minute before asking to stop. My bowels couldn't take it anymore. He asked me if I was okay. I had to come up with an excuse. I told him it's just too good. I need to stop because you're too good. Of course he was smug about it, gave me a smile and I left. I drove so fast to the nearest gas station and let it all out in the toilet for a solid 20 minutes. When I say it's a laxative, it's a damn good one. I felt that every ounce of my being was coming out of my butthole and cleansing all of my insides. I came out of that stall a new person. A newly cleansed person. I got in my car and drove home. He messaged me once I got home and told me that he was glad I had so much fun. Long story short, I was literally about to shit myself. I gave a guy an ego boost. I messaged him back saying haha yeah. I have officially given myself the ick, and am so ashamed LMAO. So that's the story of how a magnesium supplement made me almost ruin a hookup. Read the damn labels, guys. Don't do what I did. Edit. Oh my god, I did not expect to get attention about this post at all. So for context, yes, this entire situation makes me look extremely stupid, but I promise I was just not thinking straight in the moment. I laugh about my stupidity now and thought I'd put it on here. And yes, it was a very high dose of magnesium, but I didn't read the label. Also, the guy took my comment as a compliment and invited me over the next night, something I declined because I was too ashamed. So yeah. That's the edit LOL. Now, just even more embarrassed than before.